everyone, Coach Sullivan here again with MGS Coaching Football. To my subscribers, I thank you, and non-subscribers, I'm really hoping to tease you into pushing that button. This past fall, I completed my 38th year coaching football and as a defensive coordinator. But over that time, I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, longtime head coach, and all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, we're talking about one of our payload games that we call Superman. And the reason we call it Superman is because this is our one and only two looper payload game. Okay, so it separates it from all the others. Non-subscribers, push the button. So over here, I got the key terms that'll help you better understand the assignments and then how we determine things like what side we're running it to, etc. Why we have both guards colored in red. It's all a part of it. And then over here, I'll diagram it for you and we'll be good to go. So the first key term itself is Superman, okay, which is a payload game, which means all three defensive linemen are involved. And this one is the one and only that has two loopers, okay? So how we determine what side we're going to run it to, the Lucky Ringo, we run it to the rover. So 11 and 21 personnel, it's to the tight end, strong side. And then otherwise, 10, 12, 20, 22 personnel, we run it to the Lizard Rip, the pass string. So again, strong side, okay? Now, the nose is looper number one, okay? See, I have him designated looper number one. And what he's going to do is he's going to flash A-gap to the call. So this is Ringo. That's why the rover's there. So it's little lateral step, head and shoulder fake, sell it. Okay, flash A-gap to the call. And then he is going to loop to the opposite A-gap, reading this guard. And he goes A-gap unless. And the unless is if the guard's facing him, he's going to cross into the B-gap. Okay, so flash A to the call, loop A away. Okay, stay there unless the guard's facing it, then you cross into B-gap. Boom, done. Okay, that's the butt side. All right, you want to go the butt side of the opposite guard. So then the defensive end number three to the call is looper two, the second looper. He is going to flash C, head and shoulder fake. And then now he is going to flash C, loop B. Okay, and he is going to go butt side of the guard. So he's going to loop B unless that guard is facing him. Then he's going to cross into the A gap. Okay. And then the one penetrator is the defensive end opposite the call. So number four, right, he's the penetrator. And he is going to stab B gap. So he's getting vertical, penetrating, attacking the offensive lineman in pass protection. And then he's going to loop for outside cage versus pass. Right, if he has a chance to make the sack, he's going to take it. But otherwise, he loops for outside cage versus pass, which leads me to the last clue, which is big. They all execute Superman first and react to run second. All three defensive linemen. That's why we say loop for cage, outside cage, versus pass. So if he stabs and it's a run, he reacts to it. So now over here, okay, I'll draw the nose in black. I'll draw the stud in this case, defensive end to the call, this looper two in blue. And then I will do the penetrator, the one and only, in the end in this case, opposite the Ringo in green. Okay? So here it is, right? Flash A, and he loops there unless, so now if the guard is facing him, that's when he goes into B gap, right? Goes butt side. So the guard's here, you want to go this way. Guard's here, now you want to go right, butt side. Butt side. If he's facing here, stay in the A gap. Okay? So that's the unless. So now looper number two is going to be in blue, and that's partly because of the rhyme, right? Flash C, Loop B, same thing. If this guard's facing him, right side is now in the A gap. So there's a chance we could have defensive end in B, nose in A. There's a chance we could have both defensive end in A, nose in A. There's a chance that we could have defensive end in B, nose in B. So it all depends on the two guards, putting an awful lot of pressure on these guys. Okay? And then last and certainly not least, the one and only penetrator, stabbing the gap, looping for outside cage versus pass. That, my friends, is what we call Superman. Okay? So as I said at the beginning to my subscribers, I thank you, non-subscribers. I hope I've done enough to just tease you into it. To everybody, please reach out to me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com. Love to talk football with you. I want to thank you for watching MJS Coaching Football, and I want to thank YouTube for providing this platform.